Welcome back to Getting Ready with Juanita. It's another beautiful day. If you'd like to see how I got this look, please continue watching. So I've prepped my skin already. I use my Naturium Vitamin C serum. I use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And I also use the Hourglass Vanish primer, which is blurring. And so the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect in the stick. So we're just going to open this up. And this is what it's like, and I have the shade 2N. And I even cleaned my foundation brush today because this is my first time using this foundation, and I just would like to see exactly how it spreads. Oh, wow. Okay. That was quite easy. Just going to put some more down. Yeah, I heard good things about this foundation, so I decided to try this formula myself. It has a little bit of that Dior scent. It has like a slight perfumey scent, so people who are really sensitive to scents probably wouldn't like this. And I wanted to see what it was going to work like on my more mature skin. I'm really surprised about how it blends out. I think that's one of the easier formulas I've ever blended. And I'm just going to touch my nose just a little bit more. Add a little bit more to my cheeks here, just to see how buildable the formula is. Okay, it does build. Just add a little bit more under my eyes there. It's very thin, feeling like it don't feel thick in any way, and because usually stick formulations can feel a little bit more cakey and sit on top of the skin. I'm just going to have a closer look. And I'm just going to use a handheld mirror I have here and just have a closer look. Oh, wow. Now I'm using a 10 times mirror here that's illuminated. And I have, like with all my other foundations, looked really up close, and it's quite surprising when you look up close, but this one is probably the least cakiest looking. Wow, I'm really impressed by this. So I'm going to sort of see how it wears throughout the day. I'm really liking this foundation so far, and I can see why it was getting the reviews it was getting. I'm pretty impressed so far. Wow. And that scent is dissipating as well. It was a little bit stronger when I first put it on, but it's not as strong now. And I know that, we can sort of get accustomed to smells. But yeah, so it's not too bad at all. And I'm someone who I have to be careful of the scents that I use. I can't use really strong scents either. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with the makeup and probably continue looking at my skin because it looks quite good. And I'm just going to use a bit of my Charlotte Tilbury concealer, just a little bit, just around those more stubborn areas. Boop, boop. There we go. And then for concealer, I've decided to use my Dior concealer as well. And the shade that I got, which was a long time ago, I've had this, I shouldn't say a long time ago, but maybe less than a year, was 1N. And the 1N actually works for me. So I'm just going to dot this around. There we go. And I'm going to just spread this out. Got a little bit more on this eye than the other, so I'm just going to share make sure I got it all patted in okay. This is a beautiful concealer. This is up there with my favorites for sure that I've tried so far. Wow, that's really nice. I'm really playing well with the stick foundation. Okay. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is just use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Just bring some color back, but I gotta say, like, wow, it's looking good. The next cream product I'm going to use is an e.l.f. product, and it's one of their liquid blushes. And this stuff is actually really nice, but it's highly pigmented, so I don't like to go directly on my cheek with this product, so I'm just going to find my little handy dandy lid here. And I'm just going to deposit it down there just so that I have a little bit more control over the application. I'm going to use just an e.l.f. brush. This one's good for creams, and I'm going to work it into my brush. Use that cream and just work it into the brush, and just right now we're just going to dab some of that color on, because this is actually a really nice formula that they developed, and I'm just gonna just get some more on my face. There we go. It's a really pretty blush. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my no longer you can get Givenchy powder just to set my cream. I'm just going to use just a tiny bit because, oh, I'll just use a tiny bit to set my under eyes because my face is feeling really nice. Wow. So I'm a bit surprised about that as well because this is the very first time I'm using that Dior. I'm sort of shooketh right now. This is pretty cool. I'll just use a little tiny bit just to do my eyes. Just right here and just on top, just to make sure that's okay. I'm happy with that. Wow. And I just gotta get my lid back on. There we go. Okay. So I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna go off camera and do my eyebrows and I'll be right back. I'm back and I have my eyebrows done and I created this look using the Ensley Rain Flourish palette. I wanted to create something a little bright where my shirt is bright today. So the first eyeshadow I'm going to go into is with this one here. It's a beautiful peachy orange color. Just to stay on theme. Put this in as a transition color. Okay, and then I'll go in next with the darkest color here, and I'm just going to create some depth, so I just lay it here in the corner, and then I start to blend out. Yeah, this is a palette that are definitely, it's for the color lovers because this would be, I would imagine, a bit intimidating for someone who did not use a lot of color. And that's okay. I don't think you could really get much of a neutral look out of that. But it all depends on what suits your skin and your undertones and all that. I mean, I've seen certain palettes just look the most beautiful on others, but when I try it, it looks quite flat. So it all depends on, well, one, what you love and how you want to look. And it's good. I'm just going to lay some of my NYX glitter glue just down. Just use a little tiny bit just to get some of that grip. And then I'm going to go in with this multi-chrome here. Beautiful. Beautiful shimmer. It has almost like a bluish purple shift to it with that orange base, and it is just lovely. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this one to transition between the dark and the light there. And I'll just wipe my fingers and go back in down here just to blend again. And then I'm going to use my detailer brush and go in with the dark shade. Let's get that blended in. The tractors are on the go this morning. We got a little bit of snow again last night. I hope it's the last one for the year. There we go. Then I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of the beginning orange, and I'm going to blend that in and brighten up that color on the top again and just soften those sides. Blend it all in. Good. Then I'm going to use my flat pit brush, and I'm going to go in with this beautiful color here. This don't have a lot of fallout, so I'm just going to go straight on here. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to use this brush here from Elf. It has a nice little straight edge, and I'm going to take the darker color and I'm going to just go right to the lash line and use it to create a nice dark edge right at my lash line, so I don't have to use an eyeliner. This technique is just a little bit softer than using an eyeliner, and I'm going to create just a small, very soft wing. I'm just going to blend it out just a little tiny bit, just so it's a little bit softer. I'm going to create my one over here where I went over it again. Okay. And I'm just going to brighten that orange up on the top again, just on this side, just so that the two really mimic each other. There we go. Wonderful. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. palette, the contour palette, and I'm going to use the lightest shade, do my brow bone. I'm going to just do a little bit on the inner corner here just to brighten it up a little bit. I'm going to use some on my nose. And I'm going to use this brush with the bronzer. I'm going to contour the nose. Okay. Feeling good about that so far. Then I'm going to go in with some powder. So I'm going to use my House Labs bronzer. Just going to touch up the bronzer around the perimeters of my face. going to use my ambient palette. I'm going to use this blush right here. Go over the off blush just to add some more pop of color there. Oh, I love blush. And blush is the thing right now, so really like that. I'm just going to use a little bit of my Rare Beauty highlighter. And then I'm going to finish off with my Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. I may put it in my drawer. I'm just going to touch the edges up around this. I don't have to. I cannot get over how that foundation set. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm just going to touch around my nose and just around this area. Just the area that's going to wear the most today. And with a little bit left, just do my jawline. Yep, good with that. Use my finishing spray. And that's the Charlotte Tilbury finishing spray. Dry it out with my fan. And I'm just going to go off screen just to do my mascara. I'll be using my Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize, and I'll be back in a minute. My mascara on, and the last thing I'm going to do is just put some lipstick on, and I'm going to be using Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. I'll be listing the products that I use down below. And this is in Pink Venus. And over that, I'll be going in with Princess. I know it's Princess Cut, I believe. Yeah, Princess Cut in the e.l.f. Glimmer Gloss. I'll be sparkling on a Friday. Nice, I like that. So I'm done my makeup now. I'm just going to go off screen and finish doing my hair. I'll be back in a minute. I had a lot of fun today doing this makeup look, and I have to see how the Dior foundation wears. So far, I really love it. My first impressions anyway. If you guys don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. It would help it out. Also, give it a like and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And just to let you know, I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day. And I hope you all have a good day too.